If I asked you, what do you actually do? Could you answer it in one simple sentence? Most people can't. Because you're not selling an outcome, you're selling whatever the client asks for. And that's exactly why you're stuck. Generalists stay broke because they sell effort. Specialists get paid because they sell outcomes. Every time you say yes to something new, you create a new process, a new problem, a new way of delivering. Nothing repeats, nothing scales. You stay busy, but the business never compounds. In this video, I'll show you how to turn what you do into one clear, repeatable outcome. Cut the work that's killing your margins and build a business that grows without you being involved in everything. I'm Sean. I run a multi-million-dollar service business, and this is the shift that took us from busy and generalist to specialist and profitable. I built a business that couldn't run without me. Let me show you what this actually looked like for me. I became the fixer of everything. Sales, delivery, operations, hiring, finance. There were no systems, no structure, just me solving problems all day. At first, it feels like you're doing the right thing, like you're being a responsible owner. But what you're really doing is training your business to depend on you. For example, a client asks for a simple change. Instead of a process handling it, it lands on your plate every single time. Then came the yes phase. We said yes to everything. Custom work, edge cases, random requests that had nothing to do with the original scope. Every deal was different. Every client needed something new. Nothing repeated. Scope creep wasn't an exception, it became the business model. A client would pay for one service and slowly turn it into 3, 4 without any real increase in price, just more work and the same revenue. That's when everything started to break. Margins dropped fast. Proposals took hours, sometimes days, because there was no standard way of doing anything. Delivery turned into constant firefighting, fixing problems instead of preventing them. We brought junior team members to help, but they needed supervision, which meant more time from me. Instead of building a system, I was just adding more people to a broken process. If your business still needs you to step in every day to fix things, you don't really have a team. You have a group of people just waiting on you. And that's not random. It shows up in very specific ways. You can spot exactly where things are breaking by looking at these 3 signs. Miss even one, and you'll stay stuck. Symptom 1. Every proposal feels like starting from scratch. If every proposal takes you hours or days, you're not selling a product. You're basically reinventing the wheel every time. Nothing is standardized. Nothing is repeatable. Every client gets a slightly different version of what you do. This means slower sales, inconsistent delivery, and zero scalability. For instance, 2 clients ask for the same service, but you still rewrite the entire proposal from scratch both times. That's just inefficiency. And when nothing repeats, nothing can run without you. That's where the second symptom shows up. Symptom 2. Clients are buying you, not a system. If your clients need you on every call, every decision, every update, they didn't buy a service, they bought access to you. And that's dangerous, because the moment you step away, things slow down or they just break. A real business runs on systems. A generalist business runs on the owner's energy. Your team is stuck until you approve something. Deadlines wait on you. Clients ask, can we just speak to you directly? That's not scale. That's dependency. And when everything depends on you, you start measuring the wrong thing. Symptom 3. You measure busy, not results. If your main metric is how busy we are, you're already losing. Busy doesn't mean profitable. Busy doesn't mean scalable. Busy just means you're doing a lot of work. What actually matters is outcomes. Cash, margins, retention, and delivery on time. Let's say you worked 10 hours today, sent emails, you joined calls, fixed issues, but your margins are still tight and nothing actually improved. That's not progress. And this is where most people stay stuck. Not because they're not working hard enough, but because they're solving the wrong problem. Everything only starts to make sense once you understand what specialization actually is. What specialization actually means. Not what you think. A specialist is someone who solves one painful problem repeatedly, predictably, profitably, and refuses to sell anything outside that outcome. That's it. No extra services. No, we also do this. Just one clear result. Think about it from the client's perspective. If you say, I do ads, funnels, emails, and strategy, it sounds vague. But if you say, I help you get 50 qualified leads in 90 days, now it's clear, it's specific, it's something they can actually buy. And the real advantage is on your side. When you focus on one outcome, your work becomes repeatable. You get faster, your team knows exactly what to do, and delivery stops feeling chaotic. If you can't describe your offer in one sentence with a clear result and timeline, you're still operating like a generalist. But this is where most people stall. They keep thinking about the perfect niche and never actually choose one. How you pick a niche in 10 minutes? Not 10 months. To pick a clear niche, you don't need more research. You need a filter. Start with proof. Ask yourself, what result can you reliably create in 90 days? Not something like, I build websites. That's a task. Think, I help businesses increase conversion rates by 30% in 90 days. If you've done it before and can do it again, it passes. Next is the buyer, who has the money, the urgency, and the authority to say yes today. If your ideal client needs weeks of approvals, has a tiny budget, or doesn't feel real pain, then it's a bad niche. For example, a startup with no budget will drag you around. A business already spending money to get leads but struggling to convert them will pay to fix it fast. Then comes repeatability. Can this be turned into a clear process your team can follow without you being involved in every single decision? If your project feels different and depends on your brain, it's not scalable. For example, if your results rely on figuring it out each time, that's just guesswork. If it fails any of these three, it's not a niche, it's a hobby. So write down one outcome you can deliver in 90 days, one type of buyer who can pay for it today, and one simple process to deliver it. If you can't do all three, you're not ready to scale yet. Now, once you have that, this is where the money actually starts to change. How you turn what you do into something people actually buy. Right now, most people sell like this. We do ads, landing pages, emails for $2,000. That's a list. And lists are easy to compare, question, and negotiate. It sounds like you're selling work. Now watch the shift. We help you get 30 qualified leads in 90 days using our system, or you don't pay. See the difference? Now you're selling a result. Think of it like this. Imagine a kid wants a toy. You don't say, I'll give you plastic, wheels, and screws. You say, here's your car, simple and clean. Your client doesn't care about the parts, they care about the outcome. So for example, the old way is we run ads and optimize campaigns. The new way is we help you book 20 to 30 high intent calls in 90 days. One feels like effort, the other feels like certainty. So here's what you do. Take your current offer and rewrite it into one sentence. We help you get this result in this many days using our system. If you can't do that clearly, you're still selling like a generalist. And this is the part no one likes. But this is where your time and money come back. What you need to stop doing immediately. First, stop taking one-off work outside your core offer. If it doesn't fit your main outcome, it's a distraction. One small exception turns into 10, and suddenly your whole system breaks. Second, stop discounting for nice clients or old relationships. Nice simply doesn't pay the bills, and those people will often ask for more and more while paying less and less. Third, stop doing work that doesn't move the outcome. Pretty reports and long meetings might feel important, but if they don't actually help you win, they're just wasting your time. Fourth, stop working with clients who have no leverage. Low budget, slow approvals, constant noise, late payments. These clients don't just drain time, they kill momentum and your entire business. Fifth, stop anything you can't turn into a clear process. If there's no step-by-step way to deliver it, no clear this is done, then it depends on you. And anything that depends on you doesn't scale. Now look at what you're doing right now. Pick one thing from each of these and remove it this week. If it doesn't help your main goal or can't be done in a simple way, just let it go. And now comes the part that actually decides how much you get paid. How to charge more, stay profitable, and fix your business in 48 hours. Let's keep this really simple. You don't charge based on how much work you do. You charge based on how much value you create. If you help someone make 10K, you don't charge like someone doing random tasks. You charge based on that result. That's the rule. Never price like your competitors. Price like the value you create. And you want most of that money to stay with you. Around 80% of what you charge should be profit after delivery. That only happens when your work is simple, repeatable, and focused on one outcome. Now, let's make it even clearer. You should be able to explain what you do in one sentence. I help X get X without X. For example, I help businesses get more qualified leads without wasting money on ads. Simple, clear, and easy to understand. If a 10-year-old can understand it, you're doing it right. Now, here's what you need to do in the next 48 hours. First, remove all extra services that don't fit your main outcome. Second, rewrite your offer into one clear result with a time frame. Then create a simple one-page step-by-step of how you deliver that result. Now update your website or lead form so that only people who want that exact result can reach out to you. That's it. No overthinking. Because generalists wait for the market to tell them what to do. Specialists decide what they are and the market follows. If you want a business that actually grows, not just keeps you busy, this is where it starts. If you found this useful, subscribe. I break down how to actually build a business that scales without the fluff. And if you want to see what this looks like in a real situation, click here and watch the next video where I break down how I lost my biggest client overnight and what I did next.